Navy JAG officer Nicholas Kossatis had already been through a difficult divorce when he married his second wife, Mindy Kassotis. On December 2nd, 2022, hunters in the woods of Liberty County, Georgia, made a horrifying discovery: scattered human remains across multiple locations. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, known as GBI, later confirmed that the remains belonged to Mindy. Her body had been dismembered and her death was officially ruled a murder. That was the results of autopsy proceedings conducted at their office in Pooler, Georgia. The investigators believed that she was killed on November 27th that year, which was the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Detectives began reconstructing Mindy's final days. What they found pointed directly toward turmoil inside her marriage. Friends and family described the couple as repeatedly arguing and under significant stress. Cell phone tower records then placed Nicholas at the remote wooded area where her remains were recovered. A plastic storage bin was located near the dump site. Inside was Mindy's blood. When investigators looked deeper, they learned that Nicholas had made several purchases that raised red flags: cutting tools, condoms, and Old Spice products. They also discovered he was financially strained, owing about $1.5 million to his ex-wife from their divorce settlement. Nicholas also desperately wanted a kid. He reportedly believed Mindy was pregnant, only to later discover she was not. According to investigators, he learned she was simply gaining weight and was just fat. She was not pregnant. Meanwhile, Nicholas began preparing to leave Savannah, Georgia, just as the FBI and U.S. Marshals began tracking him down. In May 2023, he was located in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, with assistance from the U.S. Marshals and the Lancaster Police Department. A traffic stop was coordinated successfully, and he was captured. Nicholas was compliant, attempting to clear things up, insisting he had no idea why he was being detained. He was driving with his dog at the time. The dog and his property were later returned to his family. Nicholas was held for several hours at the Lancaster police station until Georgia investigators arrived. During his interrogation, he repeatedly denied involvement and continued to lie. Investigators confronted him, pointing out inconsistencies such as his decision to flee Georgia, his refusal to arrange a funeral for Mindy, and the fact that he had told friends she died of pregnancy complications in a hospital. Liberty County prosecutors Laurie Baio and Billy Nelson Jr. formally charged Nicholas with malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, concealment, weapons possession, and 2 counts of evidence tampering, all felonies. To defend himself, Nicholas hired private Atlanta-based attorney Doug Weinstein. At the Lancaster County Courthouse, Nicholas fought extradition. He was held in custody without bond. A judge ultimately ordered that he be transported back to Georgia and that he remain in custody while awaiting further prosecution. U.S. Marshals picked him up at the Lancaster County Prison in Pennsylvania, and he was driven directly to the Liberty County Detention Center in Hinesville, Georgia. Nicholas made his first court appearance in front of Judge Paul Rose of the Liberty County Superior Court. He entered a plea of not guilty. Judge Rose set bond at $5 million cash only, or $10 million in property, a level of complexity that effectively ensured Nicholas would remain in custody to await trial. He never posted bond and stayed behind bars throughout the whole pretrial phase. In August 2025, Mindi Kassotis faced a jury of 12 members and 4 alternates at trial. After hearing testimony, forensic evidence, and examining Nicholas's contradictory statements, the jury found him guilty on all charges. The defense moved to have the conviction thrown out, but Judge Rose refused, stating that the verdict would stand. Immediately after the verdict, Nicholas was sentenced to life in prison without parole, plus 25 years. His legal team has signaled they intend to file appeals to the higher courts. Those appeals remain pending. For now, Nicholas remains at the Liberty County Jail, and his bond has been fully revoked. Thank you for listening. Take care and have a good rest of your day. May the victim rest in peace.